Welcome to another recipe. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make 3 budget-friendly and unique popsicles to add to your menu and make great profits. They're fast, easy, and very affordable. Let's start with the first flavor, Neapolitan milk. It may look hard, but it's actually super easy and quick to make. Would you like access to 100 exclusive popsicle recipes? Get my complete guide to boost your sales and receive 50 bonus recipes for fit, detox, alcoholic, and economic popsicles. Just click the link in the video description to get yours. Start by adding to a bowl 5 tablespoons of powdered milk, any brand will work. 1 tablespoon of popsicle stabilizer. This ingredient is essential for this recipe. For flavor, I'm using 4 tablespoons of milk-flavored powder. Let me show you the packaging. It tastes very close to Nestle Ninho milk. That's why I'm using this brand Marve milk flavor. You can find this type of powder in cake supply or ice cream ingredient stores. It's a super versatile powder. You can create many different flavors, it lasts long, and it's not expensive. Now, mix all the dry ingredients well before adding the milk. Then, add 1 liter of whole milk and stir until everything is fully dissolved. And here comes the secret that makes this popsicle so eye-catching and delicious and still affordable. This tray comes with 3 layers of filling: strawberry, hazelnut, chocolate, and milk. I don't know about your childhood, but I clearly remember loving this type of candy when I was a kid. Before using it, chill the tray 3 hours in the fridge or 20 to 30 minutes in the freezer. Just enough to firm it up and make it easy to remove the pieces. I'm using 2 pieces per popsicle, but you can use 1 if you prefer. I just think 2 pieces look better and fill the bag nicely. Once they're cold, they come out easily. Add 2 pieces to each bag. As they sit at room temperature, they'll start softening, which makes it easier to spread them. To spread the filling, you can use a glass or your hands. A glass works great. Just be careful not to tear the bag. You can try this idea with other filling combinations too. Imagine a creamy milk base with strawberry milk and chocolate layers. So delicious. I'm using 6 by 24 centimeters popsicle bags, and I'm adding 100 milliliters of base to each one. When you pour in the liquid, you might see some movement, but it always settles nicely. Look how beautiful this popsicle turns out. Just take a nice photo and post it. Everyone will want to try it. Let me know in the comments what other flavors you think would go well with these triple fillings. I'll finish up and be right back. This recipe made 10 popsicles. Now just place them in the freezer for 6 to 8 hours. Once frozen, let's cut one open so you can see how creamy it is. I'm absolutely in love with how this popsicle turned out. It's bright, beautiful, and so creamy. And the flavor? Just perfect. Try this one, you won't regret it. Now let's go to our second recipe. This is a red currant popsicle made with only 3 ingredients and no powdered milk, a perfect budget-friendly recipe to add to your menu. It's a big seller, and it's so easy we won't even need a blender. Start by adding to a bowl 1 liter of whole milk, 300 milliliters of red currant syrup. You can find this easily in most supermarkets. Use only 300 milliliters if you plan to add strawberry syrup inside the popsicle bags like I did. But if you're not adding any syrup, you can use 400 milliliters of red currant syrup. Stir well to combine. You don't need to add sugar, the syrup is already sweet enough. Next, add 1 tablespoon of popsicle stabilizer, mix well, and your base is ready. It's a very smooth and foamy-free mixture, super practical and affordable, perfect for selling at a low price with good profit. I'm using a whisk because it dissolves better. Once frozen, this popsicle is amazingly soft and creamy, even without using sweetened condensed milk or heavy cream. I'm using 5 by 23 centimeters popsicle bags, and I added strawberry ice cream topping inside each bag. That part is optional, but it makes the popsicles even more beautiful and flavorful. I filled each bag with 100 milliliters of base. I didn't show that step here, but it's the same as in other videos. This recipe made 12 popsicles. They're ready to go in the freezer to 6 to 8 hours until fully frozen. And look at the result. If you've been enjoying these recipes, click that like button so you don't forget. If you've never made red currant popsicles before, try them and let me know in the comments what you think. This is one of my favorite budget recipes. Super easy, few ingredients, and great value. Now let's go to our third and final recipe of today. This one is also free of sweetened condensed milk and heavy cream, economical and different, helping you stand out and sell even more. For this recipe, I'm using chocolate-covered cereal balls, also known as Choco-Ball. They're crunchy, chocolatey, and taste amazing. You can find them in milk and dark chocolate versions too. I'm using 6 by 24 centimeters popsicle bags. When working with fillings, this size makes everything easier. Add 2 tablespoons of Choco-Ball to each bag, or as much as you like. While I finish that, don't forget to hit the like button. Now let's prepare the base. In a bowl, mix 8 tablespoons of sugar, 5 tablespoons of powdered milk, 1 tablespoon of popsicle stabilizer. This will be a passion fruit flavor, so I'm adding 2 packets of passion fruit drink powder. You can also use ice cream flavoring powder if you prefer. Just use 2 tablespoons. Mix the dry ingredients thoroughly. And by the way, did you know we have a free popsicle group? If you'd like to join, ask questions, share photos of your production, or get tips, the link is in the description. It's totally free. Now add 1 liter of whole milk, mix well, and your base is done. I like making it this way because it avoids foam, but you can use a blender if you prefer. Look how creamy this bass gets, and there's no condensed milk. I'm using a whisk, but a spoon works too. Now pour 100 milliliters of bass into each bag. Since the Choco-Ball adds volume, this amount is perfect. And trust me, this popsicle is absolutely delicious. Passion fruit flavor, Choco-Ball crunch, and that sweet chocolate, a perfect combo. Try different flavors to anything that pairs with chocolate will work great. This recipe made 10 popsicles. Now place them in the freezer for 6 to 8 hours. I hope you really enjoyed today's recipes. In the description, you'll find the full list of ingredients. And for those who stayed until the end, I have a bonus recipe for you. This is a popsicle that's very easy to make, and it doesn't use condensed milk or heavy cream. Let's check out that recipe. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I usually prepare my popsicle bases using a whisk. But for today's recipe, we'll be using a blender. Okay, start by adding 1 liter of very cold milk to the blender. The colder, the better, because today's recipe includes emulsifier. Also, add 1 cup of sugar, 240 milliliters. You can use refined or granulated sugar, whatever you prefer. Now for flavor, I'm using 2 packets of powdered drink mix, orange and papaya flavor, but feel free to use any flavor you like. You can also use ice cream flavoring powder instead, if you prefer. While I'm adding these, don't forget to hit that like button so you won't forget later. It really helps the channel. When you engage with the video, YouTube understands that you're enjoying the content and shows it to more people. Plus, you'll get notified every time I post new videos. And now, let's add 1 tablespoon of popsicle stabilizer. Even though we're using emulsifier, the stabilizer is still necessary. They each serve a different purpose. The combination of both gives amazing texture and consistency to your popsicle. This is the emulsifier I'm using. You can find it at stores that sell ice cream supplies, party goods, or baking ingredients. And I often get asked, why don't you use emulsifier? Well, I actually do, but I only recommend it for those selling popsicles at home, not on the street. That's because emulsifier makes the popsicle creamier, but also causes it to melt faster, just like regular ice cream. So, if you're selling popsicles door to door, and your customer eats it right away, it's totally fine to use. But if you're selling on the street, this isn't the ideal recipe. And don't worry, I've shared several recipes here on the channel that are perfect for street sales. Just check out the playlist. Now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of emulsifier to the blender, and we'll blend everything for about 2 minutes, or until the base is super creamy and smooth. If you're new here, welcome! I invite you to subscribe and activate the bell icon so you don't miss any new recipes. There are new popsicle videos every day here on the channel, the only popsicle channel with daily uploads. So make sure to subscribe. Look how creamy it gets. It looks like it has condensed milk, right? So smooth. You might notice a bit of foam, but don't worry, just let the base rest a bit and then skim off the foam with a spoon. I let the base rest, and look how easy it is to remove the foam. Just skim it with a spoon. Removing the foam is important because it turns into air inside the bag, which doesn't look great once frozen. This time, I'm adding 150 milliliters to each popsicle bag. I'm using 6 by 24 centimeters bags and filling them with the help of a DIY funnel made from a plastic bottle, which I've shown in other videos. It's perfect for thicker bases like this one. All done, I got 10 popsicles with 150 milliliters each. If you use smaller bags and fill them with only 100 milliliters, you'll get more units. Now let's take them to the freezer, and I'll be back to show you the final result. So don't go anywhere. Popsicles are frozen. I always like to show the final result to prove that the recipes I share really work, and that they turn out super creamy. If you haven't commented yet, this is your chance. And if you don't know what to say, just leave an emoji. It helps a lot. I really hope you enjoyed this super budget-friendly recipe. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.